Okay, so ipagpatuloy ulit natin. Nandito na tayo sa solar price list for estimate purposes. Okay, so sinama natin dito yung mga presyo ng mga panels, no? Dito sa upper portion, makikita nyo yung mga polycrystalline panels at saka yung kanilang pricing or list pricing. Dito sa baba, monocrystalline panels, no? Pinakamalaki 360 watts. At ito naman yung kanyang presyo. So this is only for estimating purposes, no? Kung mag-finalize kayo ng pricing, you have to ask quotation from the different suppliers, no? This is just only for estimating. Okay, so dito listahan ng mga grid tie inverters, no? Yan, meron description and corresponding price, no? Yan. So andyan din yung brand niya, no? Yan, may Goodwick, tsaka dito mga Sofarmas. Yan. Kapareho rin ng Solax ito, tsaka yung iba pang mga brand. Okay? Ito, off-grid inverter naman ito, no? Makita nyo, with built-in charge controllers. Yan, so different capacities, 1 kVA, 2 kVA, 3 kVA, expert brand, may capability for paralleling itong item na ito, no? So pinakamalaki niya is 5 kilowatts. Another off-grid inverter, but this now is a different brand, no? Is not SNAT. Pinakamalaki nila is up to 8 kilowatts. Take note, 96 volts na siya. Yung smallest nila, 1000 watts, pero 12 volts pa, no? And then, 24 volts. And then, later on, dito na, 48 volts. At saka yung malaki na itong 8000 watts or 8 kilowatts, 96 volts. And the corresponding prices. So, ito, batteries, only for references, from the smallest available here, 20 ampere hours, 50, 70 up to 200 ampere hours, 13,000. So I believe this price is a little higher than the price of the Motolite equivalent Motolite capacity, no, na 200 ampere hours. Then integrated street light. So hindi ko lang malaman kung anong pinagkaiba, pero you will notice that this lower portion starting from 5 watts to 30 is starting at this point is cheaper than itong upper item from 20 watts to 80 watts, no? So medyo siguro ito mas maganda ang specifications nito, no? So anyway, for estimating purposes, you can use this. Then I included here cost for some solar pumps, okay, with the corresponding prices. Okay, now we proceed to the tips on installing panels. So if you're going to be in the business, at least you should be able to know some important installation tips, no? We have already mentioned some of them earlier, but now here we're going to highlight the usual equipment that are being used, no? So here, ito yung standard na ginagamit sa mounting, no? So they usually use aluminum mounting bars of this type of pan, no? So yan siya, no? The typical installation. And but you can also use other means, like for example in these installations which I did about 5 or 6 years ago, gumamit lang ako ng yung maninipis na angle bar na galvanized na siya, no? May mga nabibili. So as you notice, yung roof kasi is already slanted in a correct slant, no? 10 degrees siguro, 10 to 12 degrees, and then kinabitan na lang namin ng angle bars, which is very minimal as compared dito sa using railing. Of course, this one is more flexible in installation, and this is the more professional way. Okay, so just showing you how you could also innovate in installing the panels, no? Okay, as long as there must be movement of air underneath, no, for ventilation purposes, and that would be a good point already. Okay, here is one installation which we did. I think this one is in Lipa, where we fabricated angle bars, and we had it galvanized, no? Yan, galvanized angle bars. And here are just some installations in the field, no? So batteries and a hybrid of grid inverter, no? And some of the DC and AC breakers, and surge protective devices. Here's another view. Okay, here take note that this is already 4:30 in the afternoon, pero may shadow na ito, no? So the idea is the installation should be moved closer to the edge here, so that even at 5 o'clock wala pang shadow sana, no? Okay, so kung masikip, no, of course kung medyo maluwag, you can make adjustments like ito, no, paabutin mo lang dito, at least sana ma-maximize mo yung harvest of the energy from the sun even at 5 or 5:30 in the afternoon. Here is another mounting for if the roofing is using clay tiles like the tegola, no? And here is also what I did in my roof deck, where I installed the panels close to each other. Of course, nilagyan ko ng silicone sealant in between the panels para hindi natutulo dito sa ilalim, no? And I already provided also gutters down below to collect the rainwater. So I'm referring to this as collecting the energy from the sun and also collecting rain for purposes of flushing the toilets or watering or other uses for rainwater. Here is another picture, and here is another one where we installed the panels very close to each other, and then may mga silicone sealant dyan sa pagipagitan para hindi tutulo sa ilalim. Yan, this is another angle of the picture. Here is a closer picture of the silicone sealant in between. Okay, medyo madumi lang yung panel. Now this I included here just to show that many are still making mistakes, no? Itong installation nito is in a building, on top of a building, 3-story building in Quezon City. Pero napuna ko na itong mga panels are facing north. So the slant are facing north. So we have to be very careful, otherwise we cannot for the number of years that it will be installed, it will not be able to maximize harvest of energy from the sun. Okay, like this one, no, must be correct because this solar farm. And again, I've shown you this, my vehicles, and some previous installations showing a transfer switch from an ordinary inverter, TVE brand, very cheap, and typical installation for storage batteries. Okay, so these are 200 ampere hours racket type. This one are 250 ampere hours. So they are usually installed alongside the walls so that you can save on the space. And maintenance, maintaining the solar system. As with any mechanical or electrical equipment, solar panels must be properly maintained so that they will give you the desired life, no? So periodic check must be done, maybe at least once a month. Dapat sisilip-silipin. Okay, for the solar panels, kailangan lang malinis ang ibabaw, no? When I say malinis ang ibabaw, dapat walang mga alikabok, walang mga dumi, no? This is a typical solar panel na naiputan ng mga ibon, no? So siyempre pag hindi mo nalinisan yan, mare-reduce yung harvest ng panel na ito, no? Ayan, at madumi pa. Okay, so you have to clean this. You can use water and soap, no? So that tanggal itong mga dumi na ito. For the charge controllers, they must be installed in places na hindi mababasa, no? Para hindi sila masira. Like these ones, no? As you could see, these are ordinary PWMs installed in a wall pero hindi siya nababasa, no? Okay? Batteries naman. Batteries must be clean on the top, no? Must be the terminal connection must be tight, no? Walang maluwag. Then ito, typically ito dapat walang dumi-dumi sa ibabaw. Baka kasi umakyat ang daga rito at ihian niya yung between the terminals, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng short circuit, no? Or leakage current. Okay? So, one way of checking this is just simply touching the cables to know if mayroon bang maluwag, localized heating or what, no? Another thing is pagbubukol-bukol yan, may mga parang nagbubuntis-buntis, that means there's something wrong with the battery, no? Inverters. Well, inverters must be checked. Kung medyo umiinit, you can provide them extra ventilation, no? Now, you have to install them inside under roofs to make sure na hindi sila nababasa para tumagal sila. Okay? If you cannot do this, you can also ask for an outside maintenance. Okay? Here is there is a group that is asking for investors who may want to put up a local assembly plant, no? The assembly plant look like this. Yan, starting point, bussing, then lamination, then framing, then junction box and testing, no? So this assembly line make use of mga silicone wafer na nakarolyo pa, and then ikakat sila, ibabashing, then yun nga, framing and terminals and testing. So okay, the area is about required area is about 500 square meters, 500 to 600 square meters, no? So if ever you would be interested, please inform us so we could forward your name to the group, no? Okay, so since you have already started your business, we have a suggestion, no? When you have done with the first sales or delivery, no, yung una mong benta, no, our suggestion is for you to hold a Thanksgiving event, no? Pasasalamat, no? Better still is to have your office blessed, no? Okay, it is always a goodwill act to hold this Thanksgiving event because you can invite your friends, colleagues, relatives, and your possible clients to partake with your initial success, no? So, siyempre, papasalamat tayo pagka magbe-business tayo, no? Okay, we have some important reminders in business, and that is, money begets money, no? So, when you go into solar business, you have to start with having the money, no? Now, if you don't have the money, you can go to the bank to borrow it, or you can borrow from your relatives or friends, no? So you can also ask for terms from your supplier, no? If you kung kilala ka na niya, okay? Number 2, it mentions that rule number 1, the customer is always right. Pero if it seems like your customer seems to be wrong, do not tell it bluntly, no? You have to be tactful and diplomatic, because it says that if the customer is wrong, go back to rule number 1, the customer is always right. Why? Yes, because it is the customer that gives you the award, that gives you the project. Okay? Number 3, always strive to do positive things in order to attract positive karma. Okay? Number 4, in order to ensure continuity of operation of the company, your business, more kind of products and services should be developed. So, do not limit yourself to solar panels, to inverters, controllers, batteries, and so on. No? Like I told you, you can also think of ways where you could add some more services, no, like charging stations and some others, no. Okay, number 5, invest in research and development for you to be able to expand your business. Okay, there are still some hints here that might be important for you when you put up your own business, solar business, no. Okay, so I will not elaborate too much on this. You can just go over them. And here is another one, another slide. Okay, and our MEP Center is conducting this training program, CREX program, or the Certified Renewable Energy Expert or Practitioner program. No, the aim is to be able to develop technical people who can plan, design, estimate, procure, supervise, install, test and commission, operate and maintain, expand a rooftop micro renewable solar energy supply system. So, of course, if you are an electrical practitioner, then this might not be really necessary, no. But if you are a non-electrical or electronic practitioner, then we urge you to consider getting this training so that you will become knowledgeable in here, no? Of course, yours truly will always be available to back you up. Kung may mga project ka, so supportahan ka namin. And here is the syllabus of that of this CREX, no. So many things to learn, starting from basic math to Ohm's law, DC circuits, AC circuits, and so on and so forth. So it's an almost 60 hours program to be able to become a certified renewable energy expert. There is a shortcut to this for those who have already done a lot of solar projects. You can probably submit your credentials, submit the certifications of the projects that you have already done, so that we can evaluate it. The MEPEP organization, solar division, will be able to evaluate it, and upon determining that you are already at that level of a certified renewable energy expert, then we could issue to you a certification, at the same time an identification card showing that you are a certified renewable energy expert, or CREX. Okay, so the MEP Center, especially yours truly, continue to advocate for this solar by conducting trainings. Here is a picture of what we did with the Rotary Club, District 3000, and also in Pugad, Lawin. We've done this already to graduating high school students, training them regarding this solar. And we've done also in our office in Pasig. Okay, that's it. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much, and good luck to those who will consider to adapt or go into solar business, or solar supply, or solar installation business. Salamat po, at good luck sa lahat.